Good morning. How we doing? He needs to calm down. Cassidorus, welcome in. How are you? Slam, hello. How are you? We also got a story rat, Scott, Ravenlord. Hello. How we doing? We're back with Yellow. So this is what we got done yesterday. Our first character, kind of mostly done. I need to find a Celestia Gray and get him ready for basing. But it's time to pick another row to work on. So here is I can't believe you guessed it was me, Sherlock Holmes, that's right. So we need to pick another dude to work on. We might work on a couple, honestly, and just kind of do like some of the red together, some of the like the stuff that they all have, just do that together. But yeah, we're gonna hop around between some more characters today. What are you guys up to? How we doing? I'm okay, how are you? Pretty good. We Mondayin. We meet again. We got this big old project, which honestly is kind of nice for stream because I don't have to think about what we're working on. Like they're just here. Let's just go. It's kind of nice. There were new Space Wolves shown off this morning, which look pretty great. And I'm a little sad we don't like 40K at the moment. I'm a little sad we're not 40K in because they look amazing. Did you guys get a chance to look at the new Space Wolves? While I try and figure out what brush I want to use. Working away, about to set up for the treadmill, weights and stuff. Let's go. Let's go. I've got arm day today, and I'm very excited about it. It's my favorite day. My favorite day. First Lion, hello, how are you? But also cry, I know. I don't... I just don't understand how Blood Angels got the short. Oh, poor Blood Angels. I feel bad. Oh, you don't actually have an Aquila. You have Laurels. Interesting. Okay, never mind. You don't get red. You get red, though. Could get some to paint. We won't tell Conquest. I might still. Like, Space Wolves were my first love. They were my first army. Like, they're still the army that I like if we're like, oh, what does Nikki play? Like, Space Wolves would be my answer. So we may still get some characters, but yeah, it's very weird not playing right now. We may have to get a couple. Oh, you did not see this new Space Wolves? Go check them out, Fierce Lion. They look amazing. They did a really nice job updating. We got Logan, we got Arjack, we got Njal or Nigel. We got the Terminators. They all look very, very good. And I'm just sad we're not playing at the moment, but we may end up painting some for funsies. I'll throw them in my heresy scheme. We'll make them cool. They do look really sick. This time they use Akon main stage to announce new wolves. Slipped blood into a random Monday article out of nowhere. I now see why. I don't understand why. Like, what? Why did you put so much more into one than the... It's so weird to me. And then bringing in, like, the Dark Angels, too, for, like, sake of comparison. Like, it's just wild to see what each of them got. So you find out that, it's $50. Yeah. We'll see. Might have to slowly get some space. Hey, Glide Games. Thinking of getting the Skaven Screaming Bell, which you recently painted. Do you part assembly the mini I don't use spray guns? I did sub-assembly, yeah. So the Screaming Bell, I did a lot of the bell was separate. A lot of the bottom part I did all together. So like the main vehicle like bit of it. I did a lot of that together, but then yeah, kind of everything on it I did sub-assembly. How are you? Norman, hello, how are you? Call my airbrush my spray gun. I mean, it's basically the same thing. Basically the same. But yeah, that's what I did for mine. The main vehicle I did all together, but then all the extra goodies I left separate. Yeah, I hope that helps. So Red says, Blood Angel's getting the Crimson Fist treatment. We're on the cover of a rule book. Sure, Grandpa, let's get you to bed, yeah. I went straight to the Blood Angel subreddit to see what people were saying. It's funny seeing the weird deflection and cope. Oh no, I feel bad. Avian, hello, how are ya? We're talking about the new Space Wolves as you come in. They look pretty nice. I think I'm gonna get some to paint. Lots of people are like, guys, stop whining. I'm sure we'll get something cool later in the year. That's some pretty strong copium. Oh, Saren, hello. Hobby ADHD, hello. Silverback, hello. How we all doing today? Welcome, welcome. We're talking new Space Wolves as you all come in. Space Wolves are my first army, so I'm excited to see them get some love, even though I'm not playing at the moment. It feels kind of weird. What do you guys think as you come in here? Based on all their evidence for the past decade, yeah, like you had your, hate to say it, you had your little refresh, and that's unfortunately just kind of goes. That's what you get for a bit. That's what you get. Today we're working on Imperial Fist. I'm kind of hopping around to do like the colors that they all have, and then we'll kind of focus on a dude or two a little bit later today. Trying to get the black, the red, that kind of stuff. Hey, back. Welcome back, old man Grimnar. He looks, yes, very old and very grumpy, and I kind of love him. Very old, grumpy wolfman. Old, grumpy wolfman. I know they didn't reveal the really cool stuff during the actual release, but a random time after the big release, that's when all the good stuff's coming. Yeah, Kay. Okay. Right? Heavy ADHD, that's, I guess, the other half of the conversation is what they got versus like what the Blood Angels got. They the wolves definitely closer to what like Dark Angels got, where they got a just a really nice update and everything just feels kind of new, which is nice. Fierce Lion says, I love the new Space Wolf stuff. Looking as good boys. RJ can be posted as he's throwing the hammer. I thought that was very cool. Y'all, Burb is very cool. I haven't got my first army yet, but I'm doing Dark Angels. The new Deathwing Knights look so good, yes. The new models are really nice to work on. I've done a set of them, and they're very, very nice. I hope that you enjoy them and you're able to grab them. But welcome on in. If you have any questions, please let us know. Hi, I'm Nikki. We used to paint a ton of Warhammer on here. I got a little burnt out, if I'm honest. So now we're doing, this is a commission. I do have several Warhammer armies. I've got Space Wolves, Tyranid, Eldar. I've got Skaven, Lumineth, and Seraphon. But I've just been working on some other stuff here lately just to mix it up. But welcome on in. All the salty Blood Angel players, also happy for wolves, but also still salty. He says, lost my love for wolves and started to ride wolves, put wolf weapons on their hands. New models making me look at them again. I think they got a good balance here. Yeah, with the new stuff feels like a good balance, which is great. Norman says, I'm cooking on my desire to learn print and play Star Wars Legion. I've watched 5 battle reports. The game looks so approachable. Well, I hope you enjoy. Not something we've been looking at, but I hope that you have fun with it. Black Templar also got nice stuff. Yep. Yep. The hammer throws a great choice for a pose. Yeah. I thought that looked pretty cool. They're good termies. Yep. They all look great. I'm glad y'all got some love. I think I have like all of his sculpts. So add another one to the collection. I had the metal one and then the what material is that other one? The newer one. I don't remember now. If he was, I feel like he was fine cast. But yeah, they look great. Happy for everyone playing. We'll probably pick up a couple just to work on, but yeah, I had a feeling. Like I said it in my brain. I was like, is he? I had to like second guess. I knew like a lot of those characters are resin. Like Arjack was resin. Freaking Lucas the Trickster. And his awful fine cast. Green Legion. Company making us make the cards not only available but print friendly. What is this, heaven? Isn't it like wild going to other games after Warhammer? We had that moment with Conquest where it's like, wait, the rules are free and like I can get all this here and like tournament games actually like affect what models you put out and there's just all these really cool things. Would it be $100 a box? That will stop me? Oh, I don't know. I don't want to know how expensive all that's going to be. Considering they do like a yearly price increase and then tariffs, I don't want to know. That'll help me not get a whole bunch of wolves. Seeing the dollar signs, that'll help me, honestly. Then I'll be very glad we're not playing 40K. I will slowly acquire some wolves, maybe. Slowly acquire, maybe. For now, I will work on a ton of yellow boys. I guess that's the, Ravenlord already said. That's the sign to start Space Wolves. Would anyone else pick up some Space Wolves? I think the taxes probably stop the plastic crack addiction. I think, unfortunately, like, I've kind of been priced out of, like, a new army at the very least. If I wanted to, like, hop in with something. But if they go up again, I think I'm out. Like, I can even do that. In Illinois, the sales tax probably be on top of the tariff. I mean, yeah, it would be. Texas here, too. It sure would be. So yeah, that might influence a lot of decisions, unfortunately. Think more people get into home 3D printing because of it? Probably. I feel like with the printers getting cheaper and just, like, they've got way more, like, quality of life stuff now, too. I think, a lot of people I know especially with, like, Trench Crusade, more people working on that. I've seen more and more people either picking up printing for the first time or, like, really diving more into it. I mean, it's not even politics, it's economy. I have a big mountain of unpainted Space Wolves, but I'm getting the new fancy box. Let's go. Sometimes you just gotta have the box. I get it. I get it. I'm in a house condo, not healthy to run a 3D printer here. But we can do some of it even, yeah. There's something, I don't think we could go, like, full 3D print mode, but there's something you're looking at. Same problem with the airbrush. Airbrush, I think with the hood you'd be okay, but I understand for the printer. The hood does help quite a bit. We went from 2 resin 3D printers in our small, local space to 7 or 8 over the last 2 years. I can't do resin in such a small space, but I do FDM, but I get some cool stuff for homebrew. Riot, hello, how are you? You need an FDM printer with FLA filament without needing the ventilation. Yeah, I think for miniatures you would still want the more resin, but you're full of allergies. I'm sorry. Scott was also suffering this last week. It's a rough time of year for those with allergies. I'll bet you're feeling better here soon. The allergies will leave you alone. We're just working on more Imperial Fists. I'm kind of taking first little bit here to do the colors that, like, they all have. So the black, the red on their chest. Probably do some silver. And then we'll pick a dude and spend some more time on him. You know, there's people with printers willing to be paid for their services. Like, Bill. FDM nozzles are at the point where you can get good mini quality out of them if you put in a smaller nozzle. Yeah, I think it depends on how the quality you're looking for. Still think the resin would be the way to go, but I don't think that I've seen an FDM. Granted, I'm not in as much of the 3D print spaces as a lot of you are, but I don't think I've seen one to quite the same quality just yet. Where you don't have to do a lot of extra work to get it where it would be. Let me catch up here. You were trying to get me into a new hobby. Yes, yes, I am. Before stream, Scott was talking about getting our next batch of Trench Crusade rolling. Want to get that together so we can play that too. I just have like all of my basic dudes left to print. I got all the fun like character type minis. Now I just need my trooper dudes so I can actually play a game. Here's Lane says I was running 2 3D printers in a high-rise condo. I had this vent for portable AC. I bought a big airbrush booth and mounted the hose from the exhaust to the vent, a plastic cover on everything. Oh, it worked great. So Rexa did the same thing. There we go. In helping Avian get the new hobby, we'll we'll throw that out to the chat. Cornix, welcome in. How are you today? Fall down the rabbit hole of cat sculpting. Kind of seller of Avian's abominations. Let's go. I would paint. Let's go. That would definitely be a cool skill to work on. I need to get back to doodling. I was enjoying that. All of my cursed creations. But the 3D sculpting would be pretty sweet. Alright, we need to do more black. Let's do him too. I'll just hop around a little bit, and then I'm trying to decide which one I want to work on. Part of me wants to go with, like, the ancient. Just because he's a little bit more unique. Oh, I need more black. Hold on, chat. All hands on deck to get Avian into a new hobby. I mean, it does seem like you're printing more and more, Avian. Just saying. It does seem like you're looking into more of it. I had a life-size chainsword. My buddy saw it, and 2 days later, he messaged me saying he bought his first 3D printer. That's how they get you. All of the like cosplay props and things. Very cool. When I saw Avian Abomination models, I said, "What's wrong with you?" I paint Kingdom Death. I can't imagine you'd be, you know, can't be too much worse. If anyone were to paint some abominations, it me. It me. Gridiron Aaron, sounds good, Fierce Lane. Hope they go well. We'll see you later. We'll be here painting yellow. Squeaky's oh, hello. Reaper, hello. Oh, Reaper's putting out the notice. Canadians, go vote today. Go do the thing. Welcome in. How are you? Thank you for saying the thing. Vote, 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 vote. Okay. I think I'll leave the robes and stuff for later. They would get the black robes, but I'll save that. Well, I say that, and I got a lot of black on my palette. Let's do it on the guy I think I want to work on today. Let's... Oh, he's not on a base. I didn't plan this very well, chat. Let's pick someone on a base. Let's go with this fella. And his robo arm. Let's go with this fella. He's still got some cloth we can work on. He's on a base. I just didn't plan that very well. I'm sorry. My dog is trying to fight an onion plant. Uh-oh, trying to fight. Did the plant win? Sounds like the plant is winning. He lost. I did the black. It kind of reminds me of the blade guard we did, and I wonder if this should actually be cream. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna come back. If Life Madness wanders in, we will ask then. He barked at it when Ford fell down in the dirt. I wish I was recording. That's amazing. Amazing. Probably correct. Kingdom Death's very Geiger coded. I don't think I could go that route. I had questioned building or myself building such things. It's pretty fun. I'm sad they're also going to be more expensive here. I already had to pulled back my Kingdom Death purchases. I'm gonna have to do it even more now. Sad about it. But we do have the rest of the Gambler's Chest that I need to paint, so maybe it's a blessing in disguise, really, for the backlog. So Onion planted the Bulbasaur. Apparently we don't even need Bulbasaur. Doing it himself. Apparently don't even need that. He's a little old man. He thinks he's still spicy when he's a white people spicy. Poor little dude. Go ahead and do that silver I talked about doing. This is not helping. My brain is ass. So what would you do? One-off glow up the old trader renegades. Lovecraftian abominations? Could be cool. Could be. I feel like that would be fun to sculpt, you know? Like as a subject matter. It would just be fun to sculpt. If Bulbasaur used Confuse, it's super effective, apparently. Poor little guy. The Spanish rice is kicking today. Amazing. I always like to, when we make tacos, I like to sing the white people taco night song. Makes me laugh every time. You have to. We're making some tonight, so I get to sing it again. We're gonna make tostadas. I'm excited. It's like my new favorite food while I'm watching my diet. It's so easy, and I get crunchy. Because crunchy is what I always have a problem with. Like, I always miss the crunchy when I'm really watching my diet. So I get some corn tortilla. Anything with tacos? Do it. Do it. Even if you don't make it with ground beef. Do it. Let's see what else is going on. Yesterday after stream, I had to pack had to pack a lot of magic orders. Did some stuff around the house. I played more Expedition 33. It's very, very good. I just feel bad because it does make my PC run kind of hot. So, like, there's a definite point in the evening where I'm like, I think my computer needs a break. And I hop off. I think I probably need to clean my, like, computer fans and stuff. It's been a while since any of that's been cleaned. Which sounds gross, and it probably is gross, but I need to do that. But it's been very good. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. Anyone else playing some games? What do we got, chat? Think new Monster Hunter stuff's tomorrow, so I'll probably hop in for that. If you're in the stream squad, I'm gonna try and be in that server probably tomorrow if anyone wants to raid out it. It's hard to stick to the proper eating. Today I picked up and put down a bag of beef jerky because of the sugar content. At least my collarbone has definition again. It's hard when it's those foods you don't like expect. It's like the beef jerky, some of the like more natural foods that just naturally have a lot of sugar. Those can be tricky. Yeah. Depending on what your macros and goals are. Yeah. It's really good, Norman. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. It's a very good RPG. I did, this won't be story spoilers or anything. There's a definite point where, like, the builds for your character change a little bit, and I wasn't really keeping up with that, so I was, like, trying to redo my builds and stuff last night. I was leaning into the wrong things. Now that I'm further in the game, they're not working as well for me, so I was trying to get some of that figured out last night. Once I do, though, I think I'll do some stupid damage, so just gotta take the time to reset stuff. Old Realms of Chaos, Lost in the Dam, had art taken from it and slapped on White Dwarf 99. Octopus head with horns, flesh metal bolter, and the armor with Geiger. Lots of flesh metal. Do love some flesh metal. At least a type 2, it's like, "Oh, I'll eat sugar," and my meds just stare me down at type. Yeah, that's true if you've got a obviously, I was thinking kinda keto, but if you're talking for that as well, way more important. And then, yeah, just the fact that there's just so much sugar in things that maybe you don't think about initially. That's definitely what I learned when I did the low carb. I haven't had a chocolate bar in, like, 3 months. Hunter's Abomination Space Marines has more a fear of the other reactions from me. Imagine the Imperium screaming, "What do they want from us?" I just want to sell you a timeshare. I feel like that's, kind of the more fun bits of, like, the chaos stuff, though. And it's more in the novels, but I think that's kind of the fun bits. I'm watching a chronic overthinker play it, so I'm stuck not that far into the game. It's been playing the choosing the traits for the past hour and a half. It's easy to do, though. See, that's the thing, is I put that off, and I was like, "I'm gonna pick a few things." They were working really well for me, and I just kept rolling, and now I'm like, "Ah, crap, this isn't working for me anymore." I feel like I should be doing more damage. Like, I feel like some of these fights are taking me a little longer than they should. So because I didn't do that, now I'm, having to figure it out. The trick is avoiding added sugar for me, keeping under, like, 25% for the day. Watched Last of Us last night. I fired a replay of it. More War Machine this week. More like More Machine. Sounds good. I will eventually start The Last of Us. Eventually. I have a feeling it'll be closer to when it's ending that I'll finally watch it. I think it's hard when I've watched people play through the game. Which is weird because I really liked season 1. And I think they did a really nice job, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling it right at the moment, I guess. Need to play Chum and watch him eat all the dragons in the starter box. That's right. That's right. Chum was so fun to work on. And I got to make a Steve video, so I need some more time with Chum. Anyone else got some tabletop games lined up? Either Warhammer, War Machine. What we got? I think it'll be video games for us for a bit. Magic now and then. I do want to keep going up to the store for Magic nights. Season 2 has been good. Started watching Yellow Jackets. One on the 15th. One what? Sorry. Alright, any other silver? I'll do this in silver. Oh, for a game? Is that what you meant, Nathan? Sorry. I had to go back in streamer time and remember what I was talking about. Streamer delay is killer. I think speaking of streamer things, I think I want to go back to the 3-hour streams, but I want to get set up to stream to TikTok, I think is what I want to do instead. And we'll give that another try. I think that's what I want to try. I think that makes more sense to me at the moment. Trying to think of a balance list so I can take down high toughness models. Friend loves to bring vehicles and monsters. Mix of shooty and hand-to-hand is in order. Tabletop game, nice. Yeah, just takes down some bigger strength stuff. Get to take the fun stuff. Alright, I'm just doing lead belcher for all of our metallics here real quick. Getting the rest of the base coating down so we can do some shading, some highlighting in a little bit. Alright, there's the iron. I don't remember that's supposed to be armor colored or not. I feel like it could kind of go either way. Trying to decide. Kind of. It's like the only thing that's yellow on that armlet. I'm gonna make it silver. I feel like it could go either way. I think silver's gonna look better. Okay. Go ahead and get the black around his neck there as well. Let's see, I've seen 2 greater demons, a demon prince, in other cases, mix of high toughness models, and a vindicator. Yeah, you're definitely gonna want something then. Chew through some of that. You're playing a Nikki. Nikki also likes to take the base. Whenever I take my bugs, it was as many big bugs as I could throw in a list, and then just enough little dudes to round it out. Which I'm realizing is also my Magic the Gathering strategy. I might be a little predictable. I just like big critters. Might be a little predictable. I'll go ahead and get his parchments. Big stomping is a strategy, that's right. It's unfortunately a very easy one to see through, but pretty easy to plan around, but it's fun. But it's fun. I realize that the more magic decks I build, the more I basically kind of run into that where it's I want green and I want stuff to support the green. So I keep ending up with Gruul, Simic. I'm dipping into Sultai to bring in some black. I want to protect my critters. Like 9 Zoanthropes might cause wailing and gnashing of teeth. I like Mind Lance Cannons. I didn't realize you could take 9. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, if you like them, you should take them. See how they do. Force him to take something to deal with that, you know? You've got to deal with all those vehicles. It's 3 units of 3. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's a lot of bugs. A lot of brains. In Magic, you just point them to turn 4. We drop a 6/6 with trample, right? I play MTG in the style of, is the face available? And then turn card sideways. I like big number. The new Space Wolf? There's many new Space Wolf dudes. How are you, Decker? New Space Wolves look good, though. They do look good. What you up to today? There is, for anyone coming in who hasn't seen the Space Wolves, Logan Grimnar got an update, Arjack got an update, Nyal got an update, Terminator's got an update. They're all on the community site if anyone wants to go take a look. The combo decks watch the light leave people's eyes. When we did play the commander party, one of the people we were playing had a mini games deck, which was really fun. It was a lot of like players vote on this, and depending on how they vote, things happen. That was pretty fun. I got taken out by Prisoner's Dilemma because it got copied on the stack several times. But I kind of want like a deck like that and like just a chaos deck. I have no plans except chaos. I think I would enjoy something like that. I think that sounds fun. Your wake, I think, could still be asleep. I mean, if I had the choice, I know which one I'm picking. I told the guy I'm trying on Friday the kind of decks I played. He was just like, "Oh, I see." I don't know, I'm such a mechanics nerd. I just like when people's decks, like, are working, and I get to see how it all works. I just like to see. I just think it's neat. The only one I don't super love is Mill, but, like, I'll get over it. Yeah, have you heard of Storm? Proceed to play Solitaire for 6 minutes before people die. The deck I'd like to get better at is Niv Mizzet, which is my spell slinger deck with a lot of prowess. I'd like to get better at that. Land destruction is the ultimate feels bad. I have not run into it, but yeah, I can imagine. But also I'm playing a lot of people who are just now getting back to it too, so I need to get up the store and then I'll see more of it. You wanna play Magic? No. No. But yeah, I need to get up to the store more. My thing is, like, by the end of the day, I'm just wiped between stream, work, working out, and then, like, Scott's getting ready to go, and I'm just like, "No." It's time for me to collapse. Sorry. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Let's see what else we have this week here on stream. It's gonna be a lot of yellow. I hope you guys are ready. You don't really have a choice. We're working a lot of Imperial Fists. Wednesday, I think we're gonna play Moonlighter, which we were supposed to play last week, but I need to take a work day. So we'll have video game day. Our sub goal is if you guys want to watch some Magic, Scott and I bring out the paper Magic. Our sub goal is there. So when we reach that, Scott and I will do a game on Spell Table. I thought about doing a stretch goal where you guys can influence the decks we take too, so that's something you might be interested in. That is there. And I think that's all I've got at the moment. Those are my updates. Just gonna be a lot of yellow. A lot of yellow. I've got a couple more characters and bikes so far airbrushed. I'll get the rest of this box airbrushed later this week. Obviously, some of the batch painting I'll do off stream because that's not quite as exciting. Still needs to be done, but not as exciting. But... And then when we need a break, we've got some Conquest. Trying to think what else we got going on this week. I think that's about it. You guys have anything exciting this week coming up? Anything we're looking forward to? I think I want to go with a darker skin tone for this guy. It's also got like, looks like a necklace. Couldn't get that. Be like, I want to say it's almost like beads. Not quite like a rosary, but something here. Some silver. Maybe it's just decoration. Other than that, I'm still reading the Greenbone Saga, which is the trilogy with Jade City, Jade War, and Jade Legacy. It's like mafia families, but in a kind of China-inspired fantasy city. It's been really good. It's been very, like, character-driven, so if you're someone like me who likes a lot of character stuff, it's been very good. But I am almost done with that, and then I'm gonna start House of Leaves, which I am excited to dive into. A few of us in the Discord have, picked up House of Leaves to read. I got my physical copy in the mail, so I'm ready to go. House of Leaves is very fun. I'm excited. It's something I've looked at several times, and I was like, "Ah, I just don't know if I'm in the right, like, mindset for it." Biscuit, welcome in. I've summoned Biscuit. I was telling Chat Biscuit, I'm trying to finish my book so I can start House of Leaves. How are you today? And I got the, like, the fancy color edition, so I'm ready to roll. What you up to today? You're ready to take notes, that's what I've heard. I'm excited. I'm excited. I've been reading mostly on my Kindle, but for that one I decided I needed a physical copy. Just with the way that if you guys are not familiar, the formatting of the book gets really wild. There's, like, whole stories and things and footnotes. Things are printed at weird, like, um, weird directions, weird locations. So you gotta having the physical definitely makes more sense. Zidane, thank you so much for that sub for 49 months of support. Thank you, thank you. How are you today? Welcome on in. We're talking books as you come in. I am tired work. I'm sorry. You said you're traveling again this week. Hope it goes well, Biscuit. This Monday thing just keeps coming up. Keeps happening. Alright, I need more silver on those boy. Think we need to start our leathers. And then I'll get the skin tones. We gotta decide what color this, I feel like this should be cream to match the blade guard and some of the other stuff we've done, but I'm a little undecided. We'll wait and see if Alive Manus rolls in. If not, I'll just do it after. Thursday through Friday, I had a job that ended with sun clock for 28 hours. Then a cheer competition weekend. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. That's a lot back to back there. And then right back to work. Gonna wait for a truck to move before we can start. Decide to pop in for a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you get some rest here. That's a lot back to back. Well, we're happy to have you for a little bit. I'm excited to join you with House of Leaves soon. That's 3 of us now gonna be reading it, which is fun. I'm ready for the weird. It's been on my list for quite a while. It's just nice to be reading again. I know I've said it a couple times, but, like, I had missed it more than I realized when I wasn't reading. It's been a trip. You're about a third of the way through it. Nice. Sedan says, I'm good. Busy weekend. Not enough days at the moment, so I'm having a pretty slow Monday. Might prime some Battletech later. Let's see. Let's go. Sounds like a good day to me. It's been fun watching a few people in the community have been getting more into Battletech, and it's fun to watch. It just seems to grow a little bit every year, like Adepticon and stuff. Been enjoying reading and writing before bed. Yes, reading before bed's the best. Last night, when I mentioned that my computer was running hot, Scott was out reading, so I grabbed my book and was reading too. It was just really nice to sit out there and read together. Just real cozy. I was going through our public library to see if there's anything I want to pick up after this trilogy. Start doing the library again. They have ebooks and then just regular books, obviously. I was trying to see what they have in what format and what I want to grab. Just kind of nice window shopping books, if that makes sense. I'm seeing what all they've got. Alright, and all the little snack packs. Life Madness loves putting these little packs on everyone. Make sure we gotta get them all. Oh, they're little snack packs. Alright, I think we got everything. Oh, we got the one coming off the bolter. That one's important. Also needs to be leather. Hey, Dusty, welcome in. Greetings, honorable member of my founding chapter. May I also have snack packs? You can, of course, have snack packs. Welcome in. How are you? That's our running joke because they love to put these little pouches on everything. So I was wondering what they were taking into battle, and we decided they were snacks. Well, of course, you may have snack packs. What are you working on? Do you have anything on the table at the moment? Welcome, welcome. This is part of a large Imperial Fist commission. Yesterday, we stole a model from the White Scars. So here is here is the con. I guess we need a new name for him. But brought him over to Imperial Fist, and now I'm working on a couple other characters that kind of doing the bigger base coat stuff right now, and then we'll start diving into a couple of them for the more fun stuff. Pudding, that's right. Majestic, welcome in. How are you? What you up to today? Alright, since I've been working on the writing for my home horror campaign I've been running, trying to turn into a little readable story format so I can share with others, that's cool. Yeah, some of the campaign stuff can be a little tougher to share when it's kind of split among stuff. I think that makes sense from a shareability, is that a word? Standpoint. Oh, hi, Live Madness. How are you? Fancy seeing you here. What you up to today? We're working on more of your dudes. We're base coating again. It's my little plastic man, it is. It is. I was just telling Chad about your snack packs. And I found another Imperial Fist friend who wants snack packs. I think it's an Imperial Fist thing. Should be on the wiki for their chapter. Likes walls, snack packs. I did a bunch of Crusaders last week. I'm on a bit of a break. I feel that. Well, welcome on in. Sometimes when you finish like those big batches or something, you just need to not look at them for a little bit. Let's see. Good. Haven't been painting for a while. I took up drumming in the meantime. How is that going? That's really cool. I think it's time to start some recess washes. So let's do that. We'll stick with this guy for a bit and we'll do some recess washes. It's so fun. I know you love snack packs. Okay, I started the black, then I was like, well, this kind of matches the blade guard, so I wasn't sure and I stopped. But we'll rock the black. I really like kind of this combo where we've got the red inside for them and then the black outside. That's kind of what I default to, but I wasn't sure for him, so I stopped. We will continue on then. Especially with the parchments. When you get a lot of parchments and then the cream, it can look a little samey. Been good. Gonna jam nights at local bars. Been hanging out with some of the local bands. Haven't had the fun to get new models, so I was on hiatus. That makes sense. I was telling chat that I've really cut down model like pricing, and if they do another price increase, it may just be out. It might just be it. Antifreeze, welcome in. How are you? Those days look good. How long does it take per model? So this guy we did on stream yesterday, so that was about 3 hours. So these are my character pieces, which we do take a little bit more time on. Tabletop, not quite as long, but for the characters, I like to spend a little extra time. But yeah, we did him yesterday. If anyone wants to check out the VOD, and we're gonna keep cruising on this guy today. I will say characters are my favorite thing to paint. So when I kind of get in the groove, we start flying. Yeah, and then commissions and streaming is my full-time gig, so I cheat and I get to do this all day. So got this army we've done several waves of, which is nice because I've already got my colors picked out. And we just like to cruise here. The big reason I went War Machine, way cheaper. Don't have to buy as many troops and things. It's a good point. Those were the Laurel's white helmets. I put that in the email. I was gonna check after. I was gonna leave helmets. I will double check. I remember reading about the Laurels. But I will double check. Yeah, I tend to do as much as I can here on stream, and then for the more specific stuff, I'll go grab that from the email. Just so I don't have to keep looking at it all stream. Are you doing Mike Wazowski? Should. We're getting Canis Rex. Some parts have crazy tooling marks still. I don't even know what would be it's a tooling mark. Units of Warhammer top out at like 6. I think, because like skirmish games are just becoming more and more popular, I think that's a big part of it too. And especially with, price increases and things coming. Just gonna see more and more of that. Or like we were talking about earlier, the things you can 3D print. Just going to become more popular. Because that's what people can pick up at the moment. They look like layer lines. I don't know that I've seen that on a whole lot of stuff. I leave helmets and trim for the end. Yeah, then I can just like go down the list and make sure I've got everyone where they need to be. Thanks for paying more of my dudes. Grisar looks great. I'm glad. He was a lot of fun yesterday. I enjoyed. We had fun kind of seeing what you had changed for him. Thank you for letting me paint more of your dudes. I'm glad skirmish style games are on the rise. Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't used to like skirmish. Like I liked having the big armies and stuff, but I have found myself going that way as well. I played some Malifaux and enjoyed that. I'm excited to give War Machine a try because we've got the I do need to play Little Chum. Check out the dragons. Trench Crusade, I'm excited to start. I guess Conquest is now my army game, and even that's not as many dudes. So it's been interesting watching myself even move over to more skirmish type stuff. That was the thing for War Machine, put an entire faction up on STLs. I think gonna see more and more of that. Because that's what people can afford. Why is everyone given 3 months to prep equipment for a major contract? My guys can never seem to actually prep stuff properly. Leave things a panic the morning of delivery. Sounds like they do the, oh, we've got plenty of time. We don't need to do that right now. Oh god, now we do. That is a long time that you get to. I wouldn't have expected that far out. Like I know you guys deal with bigger stuff, but yeah, even that's further than I would have thought. Buds, welcome in. I started reading the Trench Crusade lore primer this morning. Could be a deep rabbit hole. Yeah. I'll be honest, I need to go back too. There's a lot of good stuff in there. What you up to today? While I just fumble words. This says War Machine was fun. Hoping Steamforged games make a little less competitive mindset though. It sounds like they are, which is nice. Sounds like they are. Panda, thank you so much for that sub for 36 months. Dancing. How are you today? Welcome in. 36 months of dancing. We're just working on more Imperial Fist today. What you got going on? We have moved to recess washes for a little bit before we start the next batch of edge highlight. Get really tired of hearing page 5. Yeah, that's gone. Thank goodness. Steamforge is doing quite a bit. It's really cool to see what they're doing for War Machine. Hopefully, I know a lot of people had kind of a bad taste in their mouth about War Machine. I hope they're able to have more people give it another shot. The other company does that too. I try to get things ready long in advance. He's like, you got plenty of time. We don't need these for a few months. It annoys me so much. Yeah, I could see that quickly becoming a problem. Jason, let's watch a ton of Black Magic craft videos on Trench Crusade. Oh, the terrain. Some of those boards at Adepticon were absolutely wild. And I know we need to do some of that to, like, be able to play. Some of the terrain is just wild. That says, got back from from annual doctor appointment. This year I will get the prescribed blood work. Do the thing. Panda says, I'm alright, done with morning meetings. Ran out of powdered creamer and cup 1 of coffee today. I will never recover from this. Sounds like you need to do just a big restock of coffee stuff, Panda. I think you're out of coffee last week, now the creamer this week. It's time to do a big restock, I think. Get all the yummy stuff that you like all at once. Sounds like it's time. I'm trying to finish up. I've got a couple of coffee syrups, but as soon as those are finished up, I'm gonna try some new stuff too. Radar said, this is our order of 60 plus units for cruise ship season. $500,000 of income a month. I seem to be the only one taking it serious. I hate when you feel like that at a job. Where it's just like, does no one else? Why am I the only person that cares about this? It's very weird. It's very weird. Did some modular stuff with foam. Ordered more tea last night. Nice, Jazzy, getting ahead of it. Hey, Chef, welcome in. 40K barrier of entry, model money. Trench Crusade barrier of entry, building the table. Yes. Yes. Welcome on in. How are you? The ones I have seen have been amazing, but it does take some work. And if you're like me, who doesn't normally do a lot of terrain stuff, it's a little intimidating if I'm honest. But yeah, you can do a lot with foam and getting some of that started. We've done some like display board work before. I can't speak today. I'm sorry. I'm sure we'll do something similar to what we've done like that. Does liquid creamer have to go in the fridge? I've met people who leave it at room temperature. Same with ketchup. I don't actually know. I know the like little individual ones are always left out. So like maybe it's fine. I always leave it in the fridge. But I don't remember if it says like please keep refrigerate or refrigerate after opening, whatever the little phrase is. But the little ones can stay out, so maybe. Very excited for Malifaux 4th Ed 2. Malifaux, if you will. We've also been keeping an eye on that. I think we'll definitely try that once it's all ready to roll. I would like an excuse to play more Malifaux. It sounds like Scott does too, so. We will take the excuse to play some Malifaux. I want to get my red library on the table. Mikey, welcome in. How are you? We've got more yellow today. Let me get that tabard because we stopped halfway because I wasn't sure. Now that we know, let's finish it. Looks funky, half done. It's a fun game, can break out the Neverborn. I liked the bit we played last edition. I think the mechanics are very cool. It's just we weren't playing as many games. But I did like what we played. I want to get the red library on the table. I did the Tri-Chi, so the whiskey golem and some of the little Bayou stuff for that. Haven't gotten to play them yet. Get them back out. The new wolves look great. I'm sad we're not 40K at the moment, Mikey. I think I'll still get some to paint because they do look really good. I'm glad they got kind of the I'm glad they got the Dark Angel treatment and not the I hate saying it. I'm glad they didn't get the Blood Angel treatment. I feel bad, but that was all that I was hoping for, and it looks like they got it, so I'm glad. I'm glad. Oh, it's fine. It's sad, Angels, I know. My butthead cat is demanding all attention from me. He doesn't care about work or that I want to watch it. Sadie does that in the morning. Where like I'm trying to eat my breakfast and get ready for stream, and she's like, "But it's time to play right now." The rating poses are cool. Axe guard got I'm gonna have to paint my Space Wolves and then Alive and Madness's Imperial Fist Space Wolves. Sounds like I'm gonna have these guys on the horizon here a couple times. Ooh, funny. Look at this black real quick. Try not to get it on our yellow. So much of this project is just minimizing touch-ups. We don't want to touch up the yellow. Hello, gamer, welcome in. How are you? A beautiful work. Thank you so much. I just came in. What do you use at the moment? Is that a shade or something else? So right now I've got just black paint that I'm using on the tabard. Before that, if that's what you came in with, was Agrax Earthshade. And this is just straight out of the pot. I use a thinner brush to put it into the recesses. But yeah, thank you. Here's where we're at so far. We're just starting a very large Imperial Fist project. So yesterday we stole Corsair Khan from the White Scars, and now he is an Imperial Fist for funsies. And now we've got a couple more characters that I'm going to be working on today. So welcome on in. Is there any projects you've got on the table? What are you working on? They'll be there if you're feeling again. Yeah, I think Mikey, I'll probably get a couple characters and I don't know. Like I sold some of my nids and I'm really glad they have a new home. I don't think I can get rid of the Space Wolves yet. I don't think I can do it. It's like I still want to hold on to that hope for some reason. I don't think I can do it for the wolves yet. The nids I'll probably still find a new home for them, but I don't think I can do it to my wolves yet. It hurts too much. I want a new Grimnar model, but I also don't want 3 Grimnar models. I'm fine with it. I'll get them. I'll add them to Resin Grimnar and Sled Grimnar. That's fine, I'll get them. This is like Crom's getting the Primaris treatment. I have a lot of Grimnar company transfers. Yeah, we've got, obviously we got Ragnar early. We've got Grimnar. I'm glad y'all got some love. Very glad to see that. Thanks a lot. Do you always use Citadel paints or other paints? I use a mix. So I've got, on my table right here, I've got Citadel, I've got Vallejo, I've got some Scale Color, I've got some Reaper. So there's, a lot of them do different things, I think better than others. I use a lot of Citadel because I do a lot of commission work, so a lot of the army colors are just straight up. I've got it right here, easy to go. I used to really love Vallejo model color, but they've changed the medium. So the new Vallejo I don't like as much. So I'm kind of moving away from that. I'm picking up more Monument. So Proracral is also very similar to Citadel if you like the consistency of that. So I've been moving more toward Monument. And then Scale Color, I really like their metallics. Reaper's really good. They're a little bit thinner than the other paints, so they're really good if you're doing a lot of layering and glazing, things like that. But yeah, it's finding the ones that do what you're wanting to do. So I use a mix. Hey, Tackler, welcome in. I can't get rid of anything all the time. My orcs have been collecting dust for years, but I can't seem to part them. There's the sentimental factor. It's hard when you spend that much time with them. Even if you never play them again, you'll be happy to paint the new characters. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Bees, welcome in. How are you? It's difficult to use different brands. No, you're good. Ask all the questions. So, kind of what I said about the Reaper, some of them are a little bit different consistency wise. So if you're new and you're using a lot of the Citadel, Monument's going to be really close. So I'll throw that back on here. So the Proacral will be really close, and then I wish I could still recommend Vallejo. It's still close, but I don't like it as much as the old Vallejo. But if you're looking for kind of similar, those will be pretty close. But it's just even within Citadel, some of those paints are going to be a little bit thicker, a little thinner than others. So it's just learning to get the consistency, get them thinned out where you want them, and you'll have to do that across paint lines. It's that's definitely the art side of it, is getting the paint where you want it. What's the most expensive pot of paint on your desk? It's the one I have marked for you. Where'd they go? Yeah. I got the good stuff, the old shades. Trying to save the new bottles for the vehicles. Same old, another week of job searching. Not else. I'm sorry, not sure what else I want to do this week. Well, I hope the job searching part goes well. Hopefully get some time to yourself too in between. Work on what you want to work on. Get some edge highlight in here. I can recommend the layout. I love the new formula. I'm glad you. I'd like the old one back, please. Layout in the US can be a pain to get. Sometimes, yeah. It's very odd. It's been ever since COVID. It's just been kind of annoying to, like, I've had to order it from other places. I think one of our local stores now you can get it more consistently, but obviously between COVID and then them rolling out the new line, it just took a while. But yeah, I find myself kind of moving more and more to Monument now. I started using the Ultra Chrome the other day. It's a bit more liquidy than Reaper, so even thinner than that. Interesting. I like Reaper unless I have to do base coats. I tend to start with another paint and then I'll come back to Reaper. Like we'll do skin tones here in a little bit with Reaper. Vallejo Express is my favorite of the contrast paints, the speed paints. Vallejo's at my local store. Monument, on the other hand, I can't find anywhere. I think they are still kind of expanding, so just depends on if they've made it that way or not. I think Avian mentioned was able to get it at a local store up there, but obviously not sure how far away that would be for you. Vallejo's Province, they only send restocks like once or twice a year. I knew that was like before the new formula. I had heard that. I don't know if that was still the case, but yeah, it's you can definitely. I think a mix and match of brands is the way to go. Just figuring out which ones do what you want to do. Because even what I recommended, if you paint a little differently, you may want a different brand. You may do more of the speed paints, which I don't really use. Um, but it's finding the brand that does what you want to do. And that's a little bit of trial and error, but most paints I have is Army Painter, but I don't like the consistency. It's always different. I have a couple Vallejo and a couple AK. Hear good things about the new Ionic paints. I've not tried those myself. Um, I know that also with Army Painter, the new Fanatics line is better than the old Army Painter, so I don't know which Army Painter you've got. I used to be, still kind of am, the biggest hater of Army Painter. The new line is much better than the old ones. Those old ones are such garbage. But I got to try one of the new Fanatics, and it's definitely better than the old line. Hey Jack Frost, welcome in. How are you? What exactly is a speed paint? I've heard that a couple times since I've come back to the hobby. Sure. So speed paints and Citadel I think they were the first to really put it out into the market, or contrast paints is essentially what the idea is. And Slam has this in chat too. The idea is it's like a one coat kind of coverage, and what it does is it takes longer to dry and it goes into the recesses. So something like fabric or some kind of the natural skin tones, because it settles into the recesses, you essentially get your base coat and your shade all in once. And then you can either leave it there, so that's the speed aspect, is that's now painted, or you can do highlights on top of that, which a lot of people will do. Um, so contrast is out there. Vallejo's got their own. Army Painter has their own. But those speed paints are an easy way if you need something done quickly for a tournament, or a good way to like get ready for highlights and things, depending on how you want to use them. Some people also thin them down as like a glaze. So because it's the way that it settles, you can use it kind of as that also. But yeah, if you're coming back to the hobby, you will see more of that. Army hater zone, that's me. I hated the old Army Painter. Hated it. To the point that I haven't bought the new stuff. I just tried the one that Bill sent with his model, but it was better. They still don't get my money, but it is better. I've seen the new paint, the ionic paints. I haven't used them myself. I tend to stick with what I've got here. I already have a ton of paints, so. The new stuff is pretty banging. I'm glad. I am glad that that is a better option. The old paint was such garbage. Coverage was garbage. The, like weird medium with it was garbage. I am glad that it's better, but they wasted my money too many times, so I haven't bought any myself. Now, if they have a color I can't find anywhere, I'm more likely to give it a try, but yeah, the AK Mega's fine. AK is has done some questionable stuff in the past. Yeah. Meg, as far as I know, is fine. And I think they've tried to kind of distance themselves from AK as well. What does it take when you go? No, I'm good with paints. Wait, you gonna? I think I hit the 3 years ago and I found a paint line X the way I want, rather than how to adjust to the paint's consistency. How long does it take? I mean, I think that's the answer. Is once you find what works for what you want to do. And that could be the first paint line you try, that could be the 10th paint line you try. I don't tend to buy paint unless there's something very specific I'm trying to do. So like I bought some fluorescent paints because I have a project where I want to do fluorescence. Like, okay, I'll get those to try. Otherwise, I don't tend to get the new gimmicky paints, if that makes sense. Some people are all about it and will buy every single paint day one, and more power to them, but I don't tend to. It's sunny and 70 in Chicago, and I'm gonna get some vitamin D. Go touch that grass. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming to hang out. Go touch that grass. Got some nail polish racks coming today. Oh, for paint. Ooh, for the new hobby space. We starting to get the hardware and stuff, but that's exciting. That's exciting. I don't know what drama you guys are talking about. I'm gonna leave that to chat. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's confusing because AK has a line of products called Ammo. The original founder made a new company called Ammo by MiG. Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't even know all of the details for that, but I avoid AK. So I don't have products from either of those on my table. So I would say if you're interested, go do a quick Google, get more information. But yeah, I'm also not someone picking up every paint line that comes out. I know some creators will do that. I'm not one of them, sorry. I have enough paint. I have an entire chest of drawers under this table of paint. I'm good. I'm good. Most of them I don't even use, so you don't need as many paints as they want you to think you do. I have one AK paint because it's the only one the store had in that color, and I feel dirty about it. I wouldn't feel dirty about it. Just, if you decide that's what you want to do, just don't pick it up again. I don't super love having scale color, but I can't find a metallic that does what they do, so. They're still here. I got one of those alt art voice of victories. Oh, over the weekend. Now I was wondering if I should build an Azorius control commander deck, but I also don't want to be a jerk. I also want to build an Azorius deck. I think what I've learned from Magic is no matter how dirty you think your deck is, there's dirtier you will run into, so. I'm getting over the feeling bad portion of it, but there's always going to be other filth you run into, so. So do it up. Do what you want to do. I got one slightly under 300. Oh, for paints. I have to have more paints than I do commissions. Oh yeah. People are not gonna go, give me what you want. Yeah, that's I don't think Chad understands quite how much I have here in my like obviously I keep a lot of it off camera, but it's the model and paint backlog are larger than you guys think. Like every time I'm like, oh, chat picks project, they're like, you could buy this and paint whatever. It's like, do you understand how much is in that closet we could paint right now, Chad? Slime, welcome in. Alan, hello. How we doing? This is Uriel Yellow that we're using. Welcome, welcome in. We have a very large Imperial Fist project that we are getting started on. So we've got this guy today. Yesterday we were working on, we stole Corsaro Khan from the White Scars. He's now an Imperial Fist. And we're just diving in. We've got characters, we've got bikes, and we got some vehicles a bit later on. How are you? Is there anything you're working on? Slime, what you up to? Do you want me to list my backlog? See? Sly's got it. Let me catch up here. I have a big pool of paint pots. That's right. I dive into it like Scrooge McDuck. That's not even all. I have another box in the closet of things I don't use as much, but I don't want to get rid of just yet. The backlog's always larger than we realize. So much larger. Love how sharp your highlights are. What brush to use? So I am using. This is actually Winsor Newton, a Series 7. It's a number 1. So Winsor Newton is kind of hard to recommend because I've had some quality issues. I got a good brush, which is nice. I like Winsor Newton. I really like Rosemary & Co. So I'm just gonna list a couple that you can check out depending on budget and where you're located. The Monument sables are also very nice. I used a Monument for a long time. Raphael, it's 8404. I would also recommend. But I like to use sables instead of synthetics. I like how it feels on the brush more than the synthetics. If you're doing a lot of metallic work, though, I would recommend a synthetic brush to have handy, because they will eat up your brush. But yeah, it's a number 1 that I'm using. just find having a happy painter makes the model look good. It's true. I do a lot more work if I'm having fun. Do you want to paint a Stampa? As long as I don't have to build it. Why do you decide to get the yellow so subdued? Most I've ever seen is very bright. Just preference. Just preference. They lean a little bit more towards the heresy scheme, which I tend to lean towards anyway. I think the heresy schemes are much nicer. It's just preference. My Space Wolves are the heresy scheme as well. And my Emperor's Children. I just think they look nicer than the highlighter. Or the baby blue. I had to go for a drive. Figure I should follow some awesome painters before I bounce. Thank you so much for coming to check us out today. I appreciate it. I had 2 Winsor Newton Series 7. They're already splitting, and that's exactly why it's hard to recommend them. We did, like, an order and got, like, a few of them. So I lucked out and I got a good one here. And I do like using the Winsor Newton for, like, eyes and smaller details and things, because they do have, like, a nice bounce to them. But the quality, like, control is not great. We've gotten some bad brushes from them, and that makes it hard to recommend. Ordered some rosemary state sign. I'll have to give a review later. I think the store has an important license or some regular restock. Or import license, sorry. Yeah, you can get them. The last time I had looked, they were super marked up, so I kind of stopped picking them up. But if you're able to, or maybe something's changed. They're very nice brushes. They were just very pricey when I looked. I saw an old MTG card. Raspington Dreamweaver from Legends had a wall of text. I had to scryfall to read what he does instead of trying to decipher the old rules text. What does he do? Winsor Newton Cotman line has some nice synthetics. There you go. For those looking into some synthetics. Welcome back, Story Rant. Let's see. Human Wizard. Rasputin enters with 7 dream counters on it. Remove a dream counter from Rasputin. Add colorless. Remove a dream counter. Prevent next 1 damage that will be dealt this turn. Again, if your upkeep, if he has started the turn untapped, put a dream counter on it. Can't have more than 7 dream counters on it. Huh. I was gonna say, it seems fine. Maybe with the right deck. Seems fine. Or like a very themed cool deck. So you're watching Ben's assistant during a Adepticon class. He used a synthetic and was appalled by it. I don't like using them unless it's like metallic. It's a pretty obvious difference. But other people love using them, so definitely try it and see what you think. I hated having to do any kind of like glazing or kind of layering work with the synthetics, but other people do it just fine. So it's whatever you get used to using. I just very much prefer the sable. Series 33, yep. Yep. Early Magic Gathering, high cost, low power, toughness legendaries. The art's relatively neat, but otherwise meh. Fair. Sometimes it's just fun to have something unique in a deck too. Even if it's not the greatest, just cool to have. Alright, let's take a little break from yellow. Think we're good. If I missed anything, we'll just touch it up later. Let's go from edge highlighting to edge highlighting. Let's work on his gun a little bit. Synthetics are definitely not created equal. Yeah, maybe if I got like a nicer synthetic. I don't know. I tend to pick up something a little cheaper since I know I'm gonna be destroying it. I use exclusively microsynthetic cheap brushes, but I'm no amazing painter, that's for sure. It's just how you use it. Like, some people will get the cheapies because they're fine replacing it. Like, that's not a concern for them. I don't know that I would spend a whole lot of money on a nicer synthetic, if that makes sense. My comments are great, but I think every other synthetic I've used has felt bad. I did use monuments for a little bit, and I liked it as much as I can like synthetics. Felt like it was better than like some of the army painter ones and things I had picked up. I'm not nice to my brushes, so I get cheap shit. Yeah, exactly. Some people are just very, very rough on brushes, and it just makes sense to get the cheapies and replace them when you need to. I know, like, some people do box art with the cheapy ones, and they just need a new one, they grab one from the stack and keep on going. And that works great for them. Biggest thing is getting a brush with a good grip. I like the army painter. Oh, the triangle grip? That's always weird to me because I didn't get used to them. So then when I try to use them, it feels really weird. Feels awkward. But I'm glad that that works for you. I use brushes, just leaving a water cup so much. Oh, that hurts. Like, I'm not great about brush care. I forget a lot of times to clean my brushes. I'm not gonna lie. Even the water cup is that's another level there. So, that's I would say investing in a good brush soap is also a good thing to do. Just to keep it conditioned, and good brush soap can go a long way. I like the Da Vinci Cosmo Top synthetic brushes. I've heard good things about Da Vinci. I actually haven't picked one up yet. I need to. Nice thing is my in-laws and parents both regularly get me brushes for birthday and Christmas gifts. I'm not hurting for replacements. That's nice. Yeah. I tend to do kind of a brush order. It's actually usually around Adepticon, so I'm a little overdue. I just get like a little handful of brushes and replace them. Secret layer, everyone's invited commander deck list, $200. When does that actually go up? Like for sale? May 12th. Well, if anyone wants to take a look, the list is there in chat. I'll look after stream. I can't leave paint cups out. The cat thinks they're top tier flavored water for him. It's from the sparkling spring, the paint cup. I think it's time for some washes, chat. Let's get our liquid gold out here. Do you need accountability? Oh, for my brushes. Do you need to have to tell you to clean your brushes after stream? Do you need us to watch you clean your brushes? Just the last 10 minutes of stream. It's me cleaning my brushes. It's probably not a bad idea. I'm surprised they hold up as well as they do, considering I very rarely wash them. They still hold up pretty well. The only two living things in this house are humans. If we're drinking the paint water, I have bigger problems. I'll say it again. I'm glad that Sadie can't really get into anything, or I'd be in trouble. She already gets into enough because her hair will get into things. It's picking fuzz out of my brushes and stuff. Gets up into the airbrush hood sometimes. Freaking silly puppy fuzz. Music to clean brushes too. Oh, like power wash them or brush them. Just put on some lo-fi and clean some brushes. There we go, Sly. Got the new sim for you. Brushes Raphael are best for mini painting. 8404 is what you will usually see recommended and what I like to use. I think the other one I used because they were out was the 8408. I think I've also used. I think the bristles were slightly longer, if I remember right. But I used those and those were nice too. The 8404 you'll see recommended quite a bit. Might become a new form of stream. It's the new meta. Watch out, chat. Mini painting, no. We just clean brushes here. We just mini paint so we can clean brushes. We dirty and then clean them. Always a treat getting some Sadie Tufts and packages from the Sullivan Studio. That's right. You can clone Sadie if you're feeling brave. Not that I'd recommend it, but you could. You could. Looking at the new P3 paints when those drop, I think I would pick up some of the colors like we used to have. Sand, green, base, and highlight. Alright. Got all that. Let's go ahead and do the wash on our parchment too while we're doing washes. I'm making my own Sadie. And then they can bark to each other over the stream. Charge your premium permissions. Oh, that don't include Sadie here? That's right. Requires me going through and combing through. Alright, and our parchment. Guess we should get the gold too. He's working up pretty quickly. He doesn't have this guy doesn't have a whole lot, like, extra stuff on him. He's working up pretty quickly. Still need to start skin tone. We'll do a darker skin tone for him. And then we need to pick kind of a more rosy for the next marine. Do all kinds of different skin tones. Let's teach me the hair dryer to get stuff out right. Got the airbrush fired up just for that. Oh, an extra to run the model across Sadie. Get her paying some bills, that's right. She's just here sleeping all day. Earn her keep. You but Sadie all on a treadmill? Get her generate some electricity? Gonna have to. Gonna have to. I need to start training her so we can go on walks in the morning. That's what I'd like to do. Right now, she's too much of a menace. She needs some walkies training so she's not barking at everyone. Unfortunately, I don't know how to train that other than going on a walk and harassing people, but she is professionally floofy. If she could get, doesn't pay great. Well, doesn't pay great. What if the treadmill old generates static less than a giant poof ball? We have a blanket on our couch that gets very staticky. And there for a while, like with the winter, we kept like shocking her on accident. And I thought She's just trying to get pets, and we're just like, boop. Opportunity for my appointment. Maybe see you later if you're still streaming. Thanks for now. Thanks so much for coming by. We'll catch you next time. Hope appointment and everything goes well. We'll be here for another hour and a half-ish. Otherwise, we'll catch you next time. We might be on another character by the time you get back. We're cruising here. If I can find a moot green that actually works. I never look at sable brush prices before. Those are spicy. But if you do take care of them, they can last you a while. Like I said, I usually just do an order each year for like a little handful of them. So it just depends. I just don't like the feel of synthetics. See you next time then. Have a good one. Thanks so much. We'll catch you next time. Have a good rest of your day. Let's get the rest of our green here while we're working on green. Yeah, we get skin tone. Got a little bit of work to do on the gold and the silver yet. I was trying to remember how I did that on previous minis. I think it's just silver and gold again. Skin tone's the biggie we've got left. The red paint would last me a long time, assuming I don't mess it up. If you do decide to get some, definitely get the brush soap to go with it. And if you're better than me about taking care of them, they'll last you a long time. But even if you are like me, they still last you a little while. Go ahead and do the leather, I guess. Just have to dig out skin tones just yet. Use Michigan Toy Soldier. That's where I'm getting the rosemary and coat brushes from. I don't think Jackson Arts will sell them out. Oh, okay. I had been doing Jackson Arts for I had switched to Raphael. But this time I just did the Winsor Newton because it was easier to get a hold of. So I haven't, but maybe next time I'll look. I'm not super brand loyal when it comes to brushes. Like, as long as it's within that, like, those three, I'm happy. So it's kind of whatever I can find at a decent price when I'm looking. But I also like the Monument Sable, so this kind of depends. But yeah, I'll take a look next time I do some orders. Jackson Arts giving you the nope, I can't sell you these. I don't think I actually tried Rosemary with them. I had already kind of swapped over to Raphael. That stinks, though. It's nice to have options. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Cornix, thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate that. For 5 months of support. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for hanging out today. I appreciate it. I will say with that sub, we do have a sub goal at the moment. If you guys want to watch Scott and I play some paper magic, when we reach that goal, we will do a spell table game here on stream with some of our actual decks. So if you guys would like to see that, that's our current sub goal. Thank you to everyone for all the support. I appreciate it. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that here with OBS and everything on the screen. might be tricky, but we'll get it figured out. Especially you guys get closer. I use Monument as well. Trying out Rosemary from them. I don't know if I can trust my own reviewing abilities. I like Rosemary. It was just for a little bit there. It was hard to get a hold of, so I swapped them. If they're available, I would absolutely get them again. I just kind of might just move around a bunch. Placebo effect and all. If they do what you need them to do, then you're good. Don't have to do a full review or anything like that. If you like them, you like them. Exalted, welcome in. That's right. We are Imperial Fist in today. What you up to? We stole a White Scar model yesterday, so here's where we started. And now we're kind of making our way through the other characters. We've got some bikes lined up after that. You get your Rosemary's from Wind River Arts. I haven't bought Rosemary in a while. I was doing Jackson Arts, but that was at least a year ago. I was using Jackson Arts, but it sounds like maybe they are having issues getting the staple in. Making food, pack on expedition. Oh, it's so good. So good. I'm enjoying. I had to I got to a point Exalted where I needed to mess with my like skill trees a bit more last night, so I think I got everyone where they need to be. The build I had was like, uh-oh, I don't feel like I'm doing enough damage now. But I am excited to dive in tonight too. It's been so good. Oh, thank you. Chat, anyone else playing some? I know I asked earlier, but for our gaming friends coming in, anyone playing any video games right now? Exalted and I are talking about Expedition 33, which has been very, very good. Excited for more of that. I'll hop in with the new Monster Hunter stuff this week. I had been playing Final Fantasy VI. I've now been distracted again, so I need to make sure I keep that kind of back of mind to return to Final Fantasy. Let's start a SH2 new game. SH2. Silent Hill 2. Got the chainsaw. Nice. Sorry, I had like abbreviations there. Same extensive on customization. I have some crazy stuff going on. I was doing really well, like early game, and then there's like definitely a point where I'm like, wait, this isn't working as nicely now. I need to upgrade some stuff. I need to swap some stuff around. So I was trying to get some of that sorted before I hopped off last night. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, there's a lot of options. Played a bit of League of Legends over the weekend with friends. You're brave. Brave. I can't do it. It's Exalted's recipe. Oh, for bulgogi. It's attached to Exalted. I did make the cucumbers, and I think I have to finally admit that cucumbers are maybe not for me. It was better. Those are the best ones I've made, but I don't know, I can't do it. I wish I could. I just don't think it's for me. I'm sad about it. I want it to be a nice, healthy, like, treat. But I just don't like it as much. Sadness. Oh yeah, Exalted's been doing kimchi. Yeah, yeah. Exalted's gonna take over the whole healthy nerds recipes here soon. He's discovered a new recipe. Get the rest of the silver. Make sure we get all the angles of it. Then we'll get by kind of the side of the head here. Well, we did get that. And get the other angle of it. Okay. Got our silver. Good to go. I think it's time to start digging for skin tone. Let me go find it. With a satisfying drill barrel. What a nerd. What a nerd. Alright, let's get skin tones. Let's see if we can find the... Yeah, maybe we do some of the GW ones this time. Mix it up a little bit. Can't remember what the other one is called, though. Where are you? No. No. Dang it. I want to try the other color. I don't know where it is. Okay, well, whatever I find first is what we're going to use. There's dark highlights. Those work kind of work together. Can find like one more maybe? Redstone. Maybe with Rhinox will work. Let's try it. No, you. Also, next mission. Yeah, I'm a paragod and then get humbled next fight. Yeah, yeah. I'll be honest, a lot of times I just go for the dodge. I'm just like, I don't wanna mess with this right now. I know I can hit the dodge every time. I'ma do that. Like I know some of the builds get nuts if you're parrying, but sometimes I'm just gonna take the safe route. Kicking myself I didn't go to the Korean diaspora restaurants more when they're in the city limits. Oh, they've been moving northwest over there. So much good food. Scott and I are trying to make a point to go try more stuff here locally. I'm excited to go check out some more. We found there's a couple new tea spots where they do like tea and like pastries and things. Go check those out one day. I just want to try new stuff. On the Korean food, it's also good. I think that was part of it with like as I'm watching my diet this time around, like more of the Korean, the Thai food, especially because I have to be gluten free and getting the rice noodles and things like that. Like make it really easy for me to be healthy, but also cut out a lot of gluten. It's been saving me here. 2 Korean chains have opened downtown, but it's not the same. Kind of Americanized, I think. Yeah, I think when you get to kind of the chain restaurants, you get a little bit more of that. Not the same as finding a smaller family little restaurant. There used to be an amazing Korean soup place near me. Super authentic. Sadly, pandemic put out of business. That was the sad part of COVID, seeing like businesses like that. Where you'd like drive down the street and like see the impact. It was definitely sad. We lost a few places like that too during that time. Korean bulgogi burritos are awesome. I mean, that sounds good. It does sound good. There's a tiny Korean place by me that I love going to. Yeah, I wanna try more of the smaller spots near us. We just don't go out to eat a whole lot, so like the times that we do, we just need to try new spots. We tend to do a lot of cooking at home and save money. All right. Gotta let that dry before I can do too much more for his face. Let me go back to parchment. Let's do that. Get those finished up. Green barbecue is fun in a group? Yeah. Yum. My wet palette is drying out really fast today. What is happening? I didn't think it was that dry today. Guess it is. We're going for yep, field trip. We're all getting Korean after after stream. We're gonna get ready. We made a honey gochujang chicken the other night, and it was really good. We unfortunately used chicken breasts instead of the thighs, so it dried out a little bit, but it's really good. I want to make it again for sure. There's some kimchi in the fridge I should eat more of. Yes. Yes. Your rice bowls, Jesse, have looked so good. Thank you for sharing those. They look amazing. I will tomorrow. Something's already got it lined up. Got it lined up. Hey, Tari, welcome in. How are you today? We are working on some Imperial Fists. So I've got my second character we're starting today. We stole Corsair Khan from the White Scars yesterday, so that was our first character to start. Now we're just diving in. How are you? They look cool, thank you. Is there anything you're working on today? This is it's a very large army project, and this is kind of like wave 5 or 6 that we have done for this army. So we've got characters, we've got bikes, we're gonna have some vehicles a bit later. Some more infantry, so kind of more batch painty type stuff. We're just trying to get a real good start on it here this week. Ooh, a bit of Blood Bowl. Which team? Blood Bowl has such fun minis. I wish we were more, like, into the game itself. They have some fun minis. Jay says, the rice bowls have been yummy. Once you do a little prep, chopping some veggies pretty quick. Easy to throw together. It's nice having meals like that. Where, like, you can change it a little bit, depending on what you want for the day. And then it's already just ready to go. Blood Bowl and Necromunda's the other one where I wish we did a little bit more of it. Just because they also get really fun minis. But neither are super popular here in Texas, and not enough for us to play on our own. I don't get quite as much love here. Necromunda's really cool too. Yeah, all their characters are great. Every time they do like the reveal articles and things, I'm like, man, he's really cool, but what am I gonna do with it? I feel like picking like a D&D game or a tabletop game where you could like proxy him in as something. You can find something with a similar vibe, maybe. But yeah, I'm always a little sad that it's just not popular here. Alright, here's that. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more in the skin tone. I'm gonna try this Night Quester Flesh. I think I've used it a couple times, but not super often. Let's see if this works as nicely as I'm hoping it does. If not, I'll go dig in for those Reaper paints I was initially looking for. The local game store on Saturday. There were quite a few people playing War Machine. I think 3 tables. One doing 40K, one doing Old World. Mainly paint them for funsies these days. Well, that's kind of what I have moved to also. We used to play a whole lot of like 40K. We're just not enjoying the new editions, so It's mostly paint for us too at this point. Ooh, the 40K table had the Hierophant? Yes. Yes. Some big games going on then. Yeah, this color works nicely. How nice and warm it is. Yeah, we haven't been playing much tabletop lately. We've kind of moved to more video gaming lately. And then we got into Magic the Gathering again, which has been dangerous but fun. Not as much Warhammer as we used to, but it's nice to pick up some minis and paint. That's cool seeing so much War Machine Panda. I feel like that would have been super swapped not too long ago with like the amount of Warhammer versus War Machine. So it's cool to see War Machine getting a few more tables there. Okay. Let's go ahead and start highlighting our silver. I know that here locally, there's now a Conquest Night, which is cool. I don't know. Maybe with the new Malifaux edition, more people will get Malifaux going again. Would be nice to see. That was neat. Usually it's a pretty big place for Marvel Crisis Protocol, but I didn't see any this weekend. It's always cool to see like what the local mix-up is for games. Here it's very 40K driven. Or at least it was. I don't know. I'll be honest, I haven't been to the game store in a bit for tabletop. I don't know if it's still quite as strong as it was. Or if we're starting to see more of a mix now. When I was going, it was pretty much all 40K. Welcome back, Fierce Lion. Here's where we're at. We've got a lot done on him so far. We may be hopping back to our other guy for a little bit. I tend to do kind of final checks and things after basing, so we'll get him as far as we can and maybe set him down for today at least. But set him aside so I can get the pauldrons and all that figured out after stream. Ah, thank you for your sign. He's worked up pretty nicely. It's a nice mini. Nothing too crazy. But Scott still enjoyed painting his knights, even though he's telling them he doesn't want to play. I feel like for painting, he definitely enjoys more of the knights and vehicles. I don't think either of us have been wanting to paint just as much, if that makes sense. But I think when he does paint, he does like to work on stuff like that, yeah. And I feel like painting some. Let's go. Yeah, we just haven't been painting as much. Like, other than I had a couple days where I worked on Conquest a little bit more. I'm just not painting on like my personal time now, like I used to. Doing other things. Oh, new game systems. Yeah, he plays more Magic than I do, so he's up at the store quite a bit. He's been working on Conquest with the dinosaurs. They're looking really cool. It's got the he's going with kind of the Dinotopia stuff. for the schemes. It looks really nice. So yeah, I think just focus for us has shifted a little bit as well. It's not as much as we used to. It's still weird. I'm still getting used to it, but and fun checking out other stuff. Man, I love highlighting silver. It's so satisfying. Working with metallics is I don't know. Some people hate it. I actually really like working with metallics. It's satisfying getting that little shine right where it needs to be. I think what else we got going on. This next month is our partner anniversary here on Twitch. I'm pretty excited. I think we're gonna do a long stream that day, but I was trying to figure out what we want to do for that. Initially wanted to do like a subathon. I'm trying to decide if that makes sense right now. If I'm honest. If subathon seems like a big ask with current economic environment. Seems like a big ask. But maybe we do a long day. Have some fun. Still like to do one at some point, just because we've never done like a true subathon, but then I'll find something fun for us to do, but that's next month. And been streaming a long time. I actually have to go back and look at how long it's been. I think that's 7 years? Been a long time. Wild to think about. Alright. He's looking good, I think. Let's do the same with the gold. Let's get our gold worked up. If I can find it. Hearing people talk about Trench Crusade looks interesting. I'm excited to dive in. We've done, here's a bit that I have painted. Here is my Sin Eater. He's just covered in blood. He actually needs more blood. He's not quite done yet. And then here is my Werewolf. He was one of the first things I saw for Trench Crusade, and I thought the art was sick. And I was like, what is this game? I need more of it. So I've got a Heretic Legions that I've been working on. A few things that need to be finished. I've got the Artillery, which is another popular one. So I think I want to do some OSL. I was a little undecided when we were working on them. Got like our Anointed Heavy Duder. Got this like Priest dude I need to finish. But yeah, that's some of what I've got so far. I need to print my troop guys, like just the regular dudes. I don't have those yet. But everything else, I went ahead and grabbed. Hey, Prince Mulder, welcome in. How are you? I had my first Trench Crusade campaign last weekend. I lost so bad. Only had 3 minis in the end. 4 permadead. Oh no. But was it fun though? Did you have fun perma killing your dudes? The weather models are really cool. Thank you. That was I don't tend to do. I feel like my style is kind of obvious. I don't do a lot of weathering, so I took Trench Crusade as a way to like really really force myself to do some rest and stuff, and I actually had a lot of fun doing it. So I'm excited to just rust the crud out of some more dudes and keep practicing. Because I don't tend to do a lot of weathering. I like my minis kind of fresh off the factory floor. And they're just rolling right into battle. I really like the Black Grail Legion, the Undead Plague. Like they're very creepy. I went Heretic Legions. The other one I really like is the Iron Sultanate. They've got the giant like bull and things. They look really sick. Honestly, every faction is something cool. Which did make it really hard to pick when the Kickstarter ended and you had to pick what you wanted. It took me a good solid day of thinking about which one I wanted to go with. Luckily, we can grab the others, but it did take a while. I kind of want the artillery witch on the back of the bike that was the custom model. Do it. Do it. It was cute. It was cute. Alright. I feel like the leather could use one more little highlight. I don't want to go nuts, but needs a little bit more. Which, of course, I don't have out, so we'll get that in a second. What can we do that is out? Can finish eyes. We need to get one more color for the purity seal, too, so I guess I'll get that while I'm digging for paint. Yeah, he came together. Obviously, I'll do the shoulder pauldrons a bit later, but he came together really nicely. We'll get the color for the black highlight, too, while I'm down there. Excuse me. Let's get eyes started. And then I'll go digging for paint. Get what we need. Come on, cooperate. There we go. That's better. Paint digging it. I know, I always feel bad, but then you guys like it, so so I guess we're okay. Here we go. What? That one was easy. Well, might not get much ASMR this time. We needed the pink, we needed that. What else did we need? Leather. Aw, they're all up top this time. Easy peasy. Less than 2 hours of while reading chat for those results is crazy. I love painting characters. I love painting characters. It's my favorite thing. It does help that we've painted a lot of these dudes too. So I know my colors and everything already. We're not having to do a lot of guesswork and do I want this color? Do I want that color? I'm just using what we already figured out, which is nice. I appreciate it though. Hi Farmello, how are you today? We are working on more Imperial Fists. We've got a lot of Imperial Fists coming, so trying to take like a run and start this week. Essentially what we're doing. I do have some knights I'm gonna go back to off stream. The models are just large, so it's hard to work in them on stream. So I'm gonna move those off and I'll work on them in between these. We have the scopes here I do need to get to. Trying to remember what color I did. Okay, I'm gonna leave those. Check what we did on the other models. Don't remember if they are green or blue or red. Dinner time, just not sure what I want. Do you have some fun choices? Or is that part of the decision we have to make? Hope you find something yummy for dinner. Rise, hello. How are you? We're working on some Imperial Fist. What you up to today? Oh my goodness. Woo! Did you see those new Space Wolves? Thank you for the support for 25 months of woo. What do you think? I think they look pretty sweet. Sad we're not playing. I'm just sad we're not playing. I'm not sure if I should buy groceries considering ordering something. I say do it. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. We survived a Monday. Time to get a treat. My boy Arjack got his update. I love that they've got him throwing the hammer too. That's so sweet. I'm glad y'all got an update. Get him out of Fine Cast. And we'll work on his eyes. We'll get the little purity seal, and then we might start working on the next guy. And I'll save any touch-ups and the pauldrons for when I come back later and get basing and stuff. Well, good. Glad you're happy, Rice. I think they did a really nice job updating everyone. Termies also look great. Alright, cool. Do you need I do a little bit of a purple wash on the purity seals. Do that real quick. And then, yeah, I think we'll pick another fella to start. We could build Arjack throwing the hammer or holding it. I would do throwing. Because it's cool. Rise, what would you do? Space Wolf players. You're gonna have Arjack throwing the hammer or holding it? I'm going for throwing because it's cool. Got any more training today? Hope it goes well, Story Rat. Thanks so much for hanging out. We will catch you next time. Bye-bye for now. Throwing, no question. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool option. I also have the Finecast one, so I've already got I've got one of him holding it. I'll go for some of the melee weapon for next character if we have one. We do have. Actually, we have exclusively. We've got I never remember the names. This is the lieutenant, I think it is. And then this one who felt very I think he's from a kit, and I couldn't put my finger on it. The other one that's kind of fun is he's gonna be holding a banner, so we've got kind of an ancient here. But that's what I've got. Guy in the middle will definitely be the quickest. So maybe we try and knock him out. Banner guy is really cool though. The only reason I'm kind of hesitating on him is I don't have him on a base right now, which I guess we could change that, but I just don't have him on a temp base for painting, but let's change that. I think it's because he's on a very plain base. Yeah. Let me see if the silly putty will hold like we, I guess we could lightly attack him. Let's do a tiny bit of super glue. Pop him back off. Company champion, there we go. I can't keep all of the Marine titles straight sometimes. He's cool, but I don't remember his title. Alright, so if your foot goes there. You're a company champion, he is. Doobie. A little bit of super glue. So we can take you back off for basin. Okay, sorry. Oh, thanks, Panda. I didn't do anything, though. Champion. We'll let him chill a second. We'll come back. Because he is very cool. He's got more stuff to work on. We like stuff. I guess we can work on the, we'll work on this guy. Panda wants a melee weapon. By God, he'll get a melee weapon. Alright, we've got the same black for the tabard. Got the sword. We've got more snack packs. I'm just gonna dive in. Some of the stuffed bases, I appreciate it. They are indeed when they're on the base. They are indeed. Panda, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Sword. Sword. We'll do the same power sword effect we did on Khan and on our blade guard. Which I guess I should know it'd be. Those other tabards goofing me up. Brush a little too big. Sword. Sorry if I missed it. What are you up to today, Rise? I think I got distracted by Space Wolves. I'm sorry. What are you up to? I'm just so pretty. Lots of details right around his waist here. Do go swimming training a bit. Sounds good. Hope that goes well. Today is arm day for me. I'm very excited. It's my favorite day. It's been really nice getting back into the routine of working out every day. I was doing so well, then I fell off, and now we're back on. It feels real good. I had less than a month before the national swimming competition that I qualified for. Gotcha. Gonna be a lot of training then, it sounds like. Are we feeling good about it? And if that goes well, I have a good shot at making the New Zealand. Ooh, the Olympic squad. Feeling very good about it. That's awesome. Let's go. I know that you've mentioned it in stream, but I don't think I realized the extent of your swimming. That's pretty cool. I'm glad you're feeling good about it. I have so many questions, but if I'm prying too much, just tell me to shush. Have you, like, gotten to that point before? This is something you're continuing to work on, or kinda new development here? Otherwise, tell me to shush. I'm just curious. That's a very cool goal to have, for sure. It's gonna be like when our Discord just became all rugby for a week. We're just gonna go cheer rides on. I was close when I was younger, but never really full on to try for the squad. That's really cool. That's like it's just a world that's very interesting, but like if you're not in that like field, you don't think about, I think is it's so fascinating to learn some of the behind the scenes stuff and how all that works. Won a few high school national titles. That's so cool. Well, you got this. A month. Let's get it. Let's get it. Any more snack packs? We do have the belt. We'll get the belt. Yeah. Let's if we can root for you, you have to let us know. We'll be screaming in the voice chat. Alright, we'll get parchments. It's the same routine. Get all of our base coats and we'll start doing the fun stuff. Time to do some of these base coats with are you good on the base? Whoop. Come here. Okay, we can also let me get the parchments and then we'll hop back over to Banner Dude. But make the squad I was gonna say, if that's too personal, obviously. Tell me and again, I will shush. Totally get it. But that's pretty exciting. Very, very cool. Hope everything goes well. That Sly's ready. Sly's cheering too. Love it. We'll be cheering for you either way. Oh, shout. Very doing great. Thank you. I'm glad with how like happy with how they're coming together here. So we've got worked on. I'll back up for anyone coming in. Did Corsara Khan yesterday, so we stole him from the White Scars. We did this fella today. We've got these two. I think kind of between the end of stream here. We'll kind of bounce back and forth a little bit, get them started. We've got our lieutenant here. And then bikes. And that's what I've got prepped as kind of our first, like, mini wave. I do have, the rest of the tub is more, batch painting type stuff, so we've got some, like, heavy intercessors. I've got some ATVs. Might bring those on stream. But, we're just gonna work kinda through the cases as we go here. So that's my plan. Let me hop over to this ancient dude because he's very cool. So he'll have a big banner when we're done. Which we get to paint banners again. Sly? What are you up to today? I don't remember if I asked earlier. What are you up to today? Yeet. This is, yeah, commission for Alive in Madness here in chat. So this is the Imperial Fist army we worked on before. Couple different times. Either 5 or 6 of larger batches of minis. Army is coming together. I feel like it's essentially a couple different armies at this point. Finish up highlights on the 3rd batch of Wardens. Let's go, Sly. Cruising. Cruising. I think it's the Stone Mage for my Lumina. I went ahead and pulled that out. I don't know when we'll get to it, but I want to at least do the airbrushing so it's available to work on. Just that orange can be a little tricky, so I should probably do a couple things at the same time. Here as I talk it out. I should probably get a couple. Oh, I haven't based any of them yet, so leave that till the end. I always feel like that's the easiest. Then you can put down all of the, like, the texture at once. If you need to prime, you can prime everything at once. Pop them all off the bases and throw down the texture. Messing up shoes with texture paint is one of these fair part. Yep. Yep. Just adds another step. That's not a fun step. For sure. I always try to avoid it, but then I try and take like a wet brush to wipe off any toesies that get caught. I found that to just be the easiest. But definitely not a fun step, no. Alright. More base coat. We'll do the same for his cloak, so we'll get the black outer, red inner. I just love the red on the inside of the cloaks for these guys. It makes that yellow really stand out. Looks good. And then breaking up all this yellow with some black. Especially with a little bit of the blue highlight. That looks really nice. It's tough on these giant army projects. It just becomes a lot of that armor color. Having little ways to break it up is nice. Oh, woo, JPEG, hello. How are you? What'd you think of the new Spec Wolves? You look nice with the blue highlight. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, okay. I'm gonna assume that was toward JPEG, yeah. JPEG is a giant nerd. It's true. Balance as all things should be. I heard you the trick you can do is make a bit of blue tack in the shape of the model's foot in place of the model. Add the basing, take off the blue tack when you're done. She's trying to throw you the bus like that. She's trying to turn mod against mod. I would never. I would never. That sounds like an nefarious thing to do to me. We shall not be suppressed. Which is, you know, it was right after. JPEG even asked, so that wasn't even me. It's JPEG. JPEG did that to JPEG. We do have the Phobos guys in the charcoal, in one of those boxes out there. We do have that. Whenever I'm feeling desperate, we break open that box. It's true. I know you call us your Discord kittens in the DMs. I thought we had something special. Mod chat's about to change when I get in there. Oh, I guess it's finally time for the Slam Heresy. I mean, I feel like we've been in the Slam Heresy. Me neither, but she betrayed us. All it took was one sound clip. It was that easy. That easy. She stole power from the Twitch gods and lied to her mods. It was that easy. Did you see, chat? Do you see how fast that happened? Mod chats where the real stuff goes down? Yeah. Yay. She's Big Nick E. She's been in her noses the whole time. Can't believe they finally figured me out on a random Monday. It was going so well, too. It was going so well. Connie was sacrificed for power. Yep. He's like, oh, I need to take a break from Discord. I'm like, that's what you're gonna tell them. That's right. Make your statement. I am the Golden Goddess Empress. That's right. I like that. I like it's got a good ring to it. Got a good ring to it. After like Ramsay Bolton, never keep anybody around for too long. Cycle through your minions before they betray you. Amazing. Mistress of Mankind. Now that I do think about it, she was constantly trying to hide what looked like a massive golden power claw behind her at Adepticon. Don't worry about it. I told you not to worry about that. Told you not to worry about that. And got it delved too greedily and too deep. Either way, I'm gonna end up looking like Sanguinius, but you know, you did, but now I'm concerned. Gonna look like the Sanguinius model with the pillar. That'll be our, but no wings. No wings. If I'm against the mods, I'm going full in here. Going full in. No wings. Ah, yes, of course. Did he release the Scotchrog of Morgoth? He did. He did. You tried those keto tortillas. I have some. Yeah. I now can't remember the brand. But they're like 0 net carbs. Yeah, I use those. Well, you're pretty good. If you're back gonna go shower, sounds good. We'll be here. Could be worse. Scott could be Malkador. Just think of the eternity of pain you'd be in for the mere hours you'd been sitting in Nikki's streaming chair. The Mission brand? Yeah, I got a cheaper option, but they're pretty good. I think it's like Bandurita, something like that. But they're pretty good. I like them. I was doing my breakfast tacos with those for a long time until I got tired of eggs. But I still use them when we do like fajitas and stuff. I make sure, yes, they do make cheaper tortillas. Mission are kind of pricey. With the keto ones, I think they're all a little pricey though. So like even the ones I get are more than like a normal tortilla would be. You don't have to look the Blood Angel range slam. You just forget about the gold glove. You don't end up butcher. Nikki's gamer chain is actually the Twitchonomicon. It's why the stream sometimes loses power. She gets out of the chair. It's now powered by Connie's soul. Thanks, Connie. Thanks, Connie. We're figuring out too much deep lore today. Too much. You've on to me, and I don't like it, chat. Is it time to recess watch? I think it is. Connie screams. Nikki screams. We all scream. It's time. Okay. I'm a big girl, and I can do recess watching. Yay! You can make food and do words. I think what I figured out over the last like week or whatever we did, it feels weird having a food break when it's only an extra hour. Like if I was doing like a 6-hour stream, it would probably feel better. I think what I'd like to do is keep the 3 hours, but then maybe stream on TikTok again and see if that brings in some new friends. The extra hour was not feeling worth it, if I'm honest. I think I'd rather have that time for editing and things. A 6-hour stream's gonna. That was kind of the other thing. Is like part of me wants Sunday back, but the sucky part of that is there are some people who can only join for Sunday. But if I did Monday through Friday, longer streams, that's another thought. So I don't know. I have to think. We have to figure out what's worth it. The other thing would be Assault Terminators, and same way Space Wolves have theirs. Dangles have their Deathling. Extra time to plot against the mods. I need that hour, JPIC. I'm glad you understand. I need that hour. But yeah, I'm thinking. It's a lot to figure out. Hopefully get Assault Terminators when the main kit releases. Like main Space Marine kit. The quote generic Space Marine kit. Did Nikki just say Monday through Friday longer streams? Potentially. It's a thought I have had a few times now. Then I get like an actual weekend with Scott, because right now I only get Saturday. Sunday's like this weird half day. So it's a thought. But it does mean the people who can only tune in for Sunday now don't get to tune in for Sunday. So I gotta look at numbers, I think. See if that makes any sense. It also means Nikki wants to spend time with her boyfriend. I get to spend more time with boyfriend and chat, which seems like a good way. Actual weekends, yeah. Like I'd like to sleep in on a Sunday for the first time in 7 years. Chat back away. She probably got cooties. But yeah, I think it's a thought. So we'll see. We will see. Scotty has a boyfriend. Someone else can deal with her. Did you hear that, Piccolo? I really like your Sunday streams. You're probably the only streamer I know who streams on Sunday. Really appreciate it, but I definitely understand wanting to have a full weekend. The Sunday used to be like a really big day for us, but now more people are streaming on Sundays, which is like great. The more people are streaming, but that was part of the reason we had Sunday, and now it's not quite the same. So, but yeah, having another full day off would be really nice. Right now, I only get Saturday, and even Saturday is sometimes prepping for Sunday, so that's kind of what I'm thinking, but haven't made a decision just yet. If you like, I'll send you all the audio clips I have of Nikki insulting me. You can recreate the experience by playing them on loop for 3 hours. I think we got 3 hours of content. I don't think you have to loop them. I think you might be set. That would definitely work. There we go. Where's the live? We hear Reaper. I did my deliveries and we're still going. We going. How are you? How are deliveries? True, don't laugh at my pain every time. I mean, what? What? I would never. Chad, I need my resignation. Who would like to get bullied next? This is my 2-second notice. Get back here. I saw you were trying to get the VOD watchers to help you yesterday. I saw. But it won't go go unpunished. I saw. Having 2 days off would be good. Keeping your work during the week is smart. You guys are making me pushing me away. It's just, yeah, I feel bad for people who haven't we've streamed on Sunday since the beginning of us streaming. So if people then can't tune in, like, that sucks. But at some point, the schedule has to change. And that's the difficult bit. Jerexine, welcome in. Heard the Imperial Fist had a base on a planet called Europa. They're known as the Metric Fist. Thank you. Thank you. How are you today? Deliveries are fine, but I'm not supposed to be a driver deliverer. I want my Doom Collector's Edition and home time. I hope you enjoy. I'm excited to play some Doom. Chad help listeners call for assistance. He's fine. That's just the thing he does. You know that Slam. Always playing around. Always pretending like he needs help. He's totally fine. He put in clips of Nikki reacting to William shenanigans too. We get a stream reel. Here's the other thing, Chad. If we do Monday through Friday, it's a lot more painting time. It's a lot more video game time. Is my other thought. Like a lot more video game time. More co-op shenanigans. More full games. These big commissions, we just work on them for a week. It is tempting, not gonna lie. Always playing around, weeping in the corner. That's silly sausage. He's just being a silly Billy over there. He's totally fine. I could be better. I'm sorry to hear that. Trying to find my style. So I came here to see if yours is as infectious as ever. Thank you so much. We are happy to have you. Thanks for coming to hang out today. We're working on Imperial Fist. Let me back up so you can see my metric fists. So we started yesterday with Corsaro Khan. We stole him from the White Scars, and now he looks pretty sick as Imperial Fist. And then we're working on this friendo a bit earlier. And he's kind of to the point where I've got like a couple things I want to finish. I need to get the pauldrons for both. But then I will leave any touch-ups for when I do Basie. And then we decided the guy that will be an ancient, so he'll have a big banner when we're done. We thought he was pretty neat, so we're starting him next. But that's where we're at. Now you're caught up. After our characters, we've got some bikes, so I've also got those on deck. Yee, video games. Nikki wants Expedition 33 TM on stream. Chat, or Slam, I told you about that backlog. There's only one way we're getting through that backlog. And it's if I drag chat along with me. That's how we do it. You all now get to see my backlog. That's the only way it's happening. There's so many games. Like the Mechanical Armament is really fun. It was a cool little mini. We're just cruising through the characters today. And the one guy is like, yeah, he's got the like the laurels as the Aquila, which I thought was pretty neat. He had a cool little chest plate. Is it from Iron Hands? I think it's just from one of the box sets. Like it's the standard dude that comes with it. Pretty sure it's just in the regular kit. Ugh. Speaking of allergies. Drag us along with the backlog and inspires us to do our own. Well, if you guys want to see me tackle my video game backlog, we're going to be playing Moonlighter on Wednesday. It's a game that I've looked at several times, and I just never finally started it. So Wednesday, we'll start it. We were going to play it last week, but I really needed a work day, so I took that instead for brain health and for work. Took that, but I think the Primaris Command Squad has some alternate hands. Most likely the Hellblaster kit. They have a lot of mechanical arms, so if you're looking for mechanical arms, pretty sure he's in one of the the big box sets recently, though. I'm pretty sure I painted him for my Space Wolves. Pretty sure. Is he actually the other banner bear? Or like he would hold the banner on this side? I'm trying to remember. It's been a bit. The blueprints addiction continues. I feel bad because like now we're playing Expedition 33, but I really want to go back and keep doing blueprints because it's so fun. I'm glad you're enjoying it too, Rise. The game is so good. I'm feeling very spoiled video games because I went from South of Midnight, which was amazing, to Blueprints, which is amazing. Now Expedition 33, which is amazing. And then Doom's in a couple weeks. Like, I feel so spoiled. So many games. We gaming out here. Moonlighter's incredibly fun. I can't believe I haven't started it. I think what it was, Rise, is I'm not great at the top-down kind of Zelda combat. You guys get to see how not great I am on Wednesday. So I just put it off. But we're just gonna do our best on Wednesday. If I still am not good, then I'll take it off stream. Otherwise, we'll cruise along on that. I'm not the best at it, but we'll give it a shot. South of Midnight it's very good, Rice. I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, just spoiled for games here. So many good ones out. And then Monster Hunter, keep going back for that when they add new content, which has been fun. Slam and I both like to get the goofy costumes and outfits and stuff. So doing that the other night, that was fun. Arch Tempered Ray Dow is gonna mess us up here this week, I have a feeling, but it'll be fun. Just because I don't think I've done anything really challenging since even Zoshia wasn't too bad, so we'll see here. We'll see how badly we get messed up. Berserk Diablo 4 starts this week. Enjoy. Diablo 4 is dead to me, but enjoy. Not even Berserk can bring me back. Wasn't it Diablo Immortal? Or is it actually on 4? I thought it was on Immortal. These guys are the standard company hero kits. I don't change anything. Okay. I always love the little swaps that you do, Live a Menace, but I haven't painted the kit before. Sometimes I don't even know that you've done it. Like, they fit in so well that it's like, "Oh, yeah, he did change that." Looky there. It is 4, okay. Maybe it's Immortal. I think the trailer or whatever I saw was Immortal, so I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch it. Yeah, I think it's Guts. I think I saw the Skull Knight, Griffith. Oh, I think you collect the I never know how to pronounce this. The Behelits? I've only ever read Berserk. Don't know how it's pronounced. I didn't even add more pouches, as was my right. Thanks for saying that. I don't make guys feel goofier to place. Nope. Sometimes I have not noticed until you pointed out or someone in like, I'll post it on Instagram. They're like, oh, I like that you swapped out blah blah. I'm like, yes, I did that. Yes, it was very clever, wasn't it? Very, very clever swap. I agree. I see how it is. I come back and this dude's already done. I wish. I'm not that fast. We're not that fast. We got a fair amount started here. We got a good start on him. We'll go ahead and we'll finish with some edge highlighting. I'll be good. I'll do our edge highlighting. Trying to think what other games I would bring on if we're gonna have if we decided to do. Oh, you guys are gonna get 5 days of Sadie barking? We swap schedules, that would be 5 days of Sadie. Trying to think what other games I'd bring on if we had a longer stream week. Doing more story games would definitely be more possible. I probably still wouldn't do the visual novels because it's not feels like people kind of bounce if they're not there the first day, which understandable, but have to find some more stuff. Good Dream Doom. That was sorry, that's what I was gonna say earlier, and I got distracted. Having Friday because a lot of these games are releasing on Fridays, or like have updates on Fridays. Then I don't have to wait till the next Wednesday to do it. Good night out. Sounds good, Rise. We're not too far behind you. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you next time. Bye-byes for now. That'd be cool. Yeah, that's part of the thought too. Is having to wait till like the next week to play something is it's rough. Doesn't make sense in the like streaming world for a lot of things. Some people still do it and it's fine, but for a smaller streamer as myself, being able to hop in earlier can be good. Friday Fresh Game stream. I also like the sound of that. I also like the sound of that. But yeah, just gotta pros and cons it out, right? Unfortunately, the only way to see if it's gonna work is to try it, which is a little scary in itself. Would you move the video to Friday or keep it on Wednesday? I think it would, yeah, I think the idea would be we can wing it. So, like, if something goes out on a Tuesday, I can play it. Because we have 5 days, I don't feel like I have to have so many paint days, if that makes sense. So we can kind of wing it and do what we want to do. Maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be every Wednesday. Wednesday, Friday. See, you could do like Thursday, Friday, and something like that. Yeah. You're gonna forget the full-time game streamer, Nikki? Yeah. But like if there's a week where there's not a big release, maybe we just add some more paint time. Maybe I've got a big commission I want to finish, or we're getting close to an event. And then we just, you know, I kind of, because we have more time, I don't feel like I have to do that thing that day, I guess, if that makes sense. I've got more time to do things. Panda, I was just kind of floating it out to chat that I'm kind of thinking about moving Sunday stream because I don't have a full weekend. I only get Saturday with Scott, and after so many years of streaming, it's just getting old. And that Sundays have just changed anyway. More people stream on Sundays. So one of my thoughts was move it to a full, like, work week for me. So it would be Monday through Friday instead of on the weekend there. We're voting on it by way of thumbs up, so Panda, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. So the thought was my work week is the work week. And they would be slightly longer streams, but during the week. So I haven't decided anything just yet. I gotta do my data analytics like I always do. Make sure it makes sense. But also I think that's the other thing is if I need to cancel a day. Again, it's not a huge deal because I'll just be back tomorrow. Like it's not. So yeah. I don't think I could go to like 6-hour streams, but if we did 3-hour streams Monday through Friday, like maybe. Just thinking. I want to make the streaming thing work, and I'm not quite sure where it needs to go, if that makes sense. Seriously, I'm always burnt out. Well, that's my secret. I think especially with the painting, having that be my work week, I think makes a lot of sense. Magic Lore Art, thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate that for 2 months of support. Hope you're having a wonderful day. For anyone who may be coming in, I'm working on Imperial Fist today. Doing some edge highlighting before I wrap up for some lunch. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thanks for listening and feedback while I kind of talk out loud about stream stuff. I really do appreciate it. So the weird thing with Sunday to Friday is then my schedule is Monday through Wednesday and Friday. And it feels a little weird. I think if anything, I would just add on Thursday and keep Friday, but it does make it a little funky. But I think at the very least, moving Sunday away is the thing I'd like to do and get a full weekend because I don't have that right now. Magic lore, malort. Wait a minute. Slam's haunted by malort and hasn't even had it. That's a new bolt. Amazing. Welcome in, malort. Sunday's a weird day out. And yeah, sorry, for anyone who's coming in halfway, Sunday used to be a big day for us because no one else streamed on Sunday. We had and it's still hit okay numbers, but it's not like it used to be. So the advantage of keeping Sunday at this point is literally for those who have always watched us on Sunday and can't join during the week. That's the only reason I've kept it, is some people, that's the only day they can make it. But at some point, it's got to switch. And that sucks, but it's just how it is. It wasn't denied! Amazing. Deep lore being added to the chat. So other people started streaming. You've got a fair amount to visit now. Yeah, more and more people have picked up Sunday. Which again is great for them. Glad more people are streaming. But the advantage we had on Sunday is not quite the advantage it used to be. Also games, yeah, sometimes it's like Thursday at midnight through Science, so then if you did Friday. Move Sunday to Thursday, then it's sort of uniform. Like, if anything, I think that makes more sense. Like, if I didn't want to add Friday. Moving to Thursday makes sense. But yeah, there's a lot of things to consider with stream schedule and just figuring out what's gonna work for all of us. If that makes sense. I love that it's who am I visiting and then Magic Lord is vibing. That was a cute combination of messages there. But yeah, just things I've been thinking about. When we decide, I will let you guys know, of course. Just trying to find something that's gonna be sustainable here and make sense as streaming and stuff's just changing. That's all. Oh, that's fine. Sketching don't get too excited. No, you're good, Fairsight. No, it helps. No, it's really helpful, actually, talking out some of it. So thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Whenever I do talks like this, I do genuinely want to know what you guys think. So I appreciate it, Fierce Lion. Thank you. I just got to do the numbers and see which one makes sense is all. And I don't have the info just yet. I'm the data person. I before this I was a data analyst. So like I am that person that pulls all my numbers and looks at them and see what's affecting them and all that good stuff. So that'll be part of it as well. Lawn mode. Reward, please. Reward, please. Church grass misses Sundays too. I miss spending. I'm sorry. I like spending the first half of my workday listening to stream, and that was part of it too. Is when I still worked in the office, I would listen Monday through Friday, but then I wasn't on during the weekends except for when I would stream on Sunday. So I get that side of it too. I like data too. Oh, well, I like sticker parties too. Panda, thank you so much for the sticker. Panda has decided no more scheduling. It is time for sticker party. You guys want to throw some stickers on? You guys want more Mudang? We partying. While I find our brown to start here. Oh, we've gotten this song before. Kind of a bop. Here we go, chat. There's the stickers on it. Where the heck is my round outside? There it is. There seems to be a lot of former data analysts in the streamosphere. We're all breaking out. We're all breaking out. I loved that job until my last client, and then I peaced out. Wait, it says it's offline for maintenance? You can't sticker? No! Where are all the nut buttons? Marriage doesn't advance. Sorry, Slam. I'm sorry. But thank you everyone for joining in for the sticker party. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, Panda, for the sticker. The sticker parties are fun. I always, I kind of forget until they pop up. I like that they keep adding new stickers. Whenever you guys share the new ones in chat, it's fun. But thank you, I appreciate the support. You failed the test. Head to the west, that's right. Remain nutless. That's right. That's what's happened. That's right. Oh, there we go. Panda's got you. Panda, thank you so much for the sticker. I appreciate it. Thanks for helping Slam out there. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Amazing. Giving you a thumbs up in return. That's a real one right there. That's our panda. Okay, I'm gonna start skin tones and then I'm gonna stop here for lunch. Jay says, "Here I am trying to build data stuff in Google Sheets and struggling." See, you need the data analyst friends. We're here. We're here to help. Well, we were. Now we're all streaming, apparently. Now we're all streaming. That's why I sacrificed the thumbs for you. Oh, I see. More deep lore in the chat. I do want to say thank you again for talking through some of the stream stuff with me, chat. I do appreciate it. It does help a lot. Sometimes there's things I don't think about too. All right. I think this is a good spot to wrap up for today. So we got a whole dude painted today. Got a whole dude. So here's where we're at for the Imperial Fists. Tomorrow we'll be back with, you guessed it, more Imperial Fists. We'll probably finish up this guy and start our next guy. So we'll just keep working through characters. If we need a break, we've also got bikes. So we'll just work on even more yellow. More tactical rocks, that's right. See them here. So if you guys want to follow along, we do have our Discord where you can come hang out in between streams. I do stream updates, all that good stuff. My socials are there in chat. Slam's getting them again. Thank you so much, Slam, for all the links. I've been more active over on Blue Sky if you want to come follow me there. And then YouTube is where we put all of our VODs if you want to check out painting VODs, past video games we've played. We've done some Magic Mondays. You can check that out there. So thank you everyone for coming to hang out. I really, really appreciate it and talking through stuff with me. And I'll see you tomorrow for some more painting. Bye-bye.